Do you think that in Gospel of Matthew, Jesus was portrayed as a God of Israel, the Yahweh, or yeah?
Okay, so that's a really tricky question. I think the ending of Matthew is proto-Trinitarian. I think I would call it that because it's the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit at the end. And by the way, it's ta'anima. It's one name. It's like the name that the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit share. So maybe that's the divine name. I don't know. The problem with asking these questions is that, first of all, I don't have a good feel for what monotheism means in the first century. And um, I think that first century Jews just didn't operate with the sort of dogmatic distinctions between creator and creation that are popular later on. So, you could ask, what do you do with a text which is a pre-Christian text, pseudo Ezekiel or Ezekiel the Tragedian? It's a text in which Moses sits on God's throne, holds the scepter of the universe, can count the stars. The angels come and bow down in front of him. What is that text about? Very strange. It's a very exalted picture of Moses, who seems to be sitting on God's throne. Uh, so, what do you do with a text like that? Or what, to go back to pre-Christian times, what did Jews think when they read Daniel 7? And the old man on the throne sort of gets off, and the young God flying in on the clouds takes his place. What are they thinking? Or again, what are the ancient Jews thinking when they're reading Genesis and it says, "Let us create uh, man in our image"? It's a plural. Is there a divine council there? Are people seeing a divine council there? What do they make of the angel of the Lord that shows up, for example, in Genesis? And sometimes it's an angel, but sometimes it's God, or it goes back and forth. I think things are really messy and mixed up. And when I read Matthew, I can say the ending sounds proto-Trinitarian and he is a very high exalted Christology, but I don't want to read fourth century ideas back into the first century. And it may just be that Matthew did not ask the sorts of questions we're always wanting to ask on this side of Nicaea. Um, so I find it very difficult. I don't think that Matthew is perfectly clear on this. If you were to ask him, would he be so? Justin Martyr in the second century can refer to Jesus as another God. Would Matthew have been okay with that sort of thing, right? Uh, would Matthew have thought like, would he have been okay with John's logos Christology, and how would he have understood it? Um, Really good question, but something I've been thinking about for a long time. And at the end of the day, I'm just pretty bumbling with it because things aren't clear to me.